Hey, how's it going, guys? Ricky Summer here, and today I've come back in time to talk about how Cyberpunk being delayed has affected the release of my EP. Cue the intro. Alright guys, so Cyberpunk has been delayed. Not surprised, I'm not mad about it, this shit happens. But it is going to affect the release of the EP. Because as you may remember, I had planned to release Lascivious Moon alongside Cyberpunk so that you guys have something to listen to while you're cruising down the streets of Night City. Nice City? Well, I hope it's a nice city. Anyway, I thought that was a nice idea. But unfortunately, the game's been delayed. So now I've got a choice to make. I can delay Lascivious Moon so that it does release alongside Cyberpunk, but that's like 2 months after what I had already planned, which is already, like 3 months away. The album's done. It's ready to go now. I can leave it and release when I'd initially planned, but now that date has no significance. So what I'm going to do instead is move up the release. We're now going to release next month, the 20th of July. We're good to go. It's uploaded. It's ready to go. It's processing. It's percolating. It's marinating on Spotify. We're almost ready. It's up on Bandcamp. All I need to do is go boom, and we're out and we're good to go. We're done. So let's talk about distribution. I consider Bandcamp to be my main platform. It's good for me. It's good for you. Why? A couple of reasons. Firstly, they only take a 15% cut on sales. And then once you make a certain amount, then they take only 10%, which is fantastic. I have complete freedom in what I upload, when. It's instant, full control. I can make my page look however I want. I can put descriptions and tags and whatnot. Full control. It's magnificent. It's my page to do with what I want. I can also set the price, which is huge. I can set the currency, I can set the price. I can even allow you guys to just pay what you want. I can offer it for free completely, or I can offer it for free and give you guys the option to pay what you want. So it's great for me. It's great for you because you can download the music and actually own it. And you can download it in whatever format you want, like WAV or FLAC or MP3, which I think is great. As someone who's more old school and likes to actually still own things, I think that's fantastic. And especially if you want to stream the music or put it in your videos, Firstly, you're absolutely more than welcome to do that, as long as you just credit me in the description. That's fine. That's made a lot easier if you actually have the file, which is great. So I like Bandcamp. I'm always going to be uploading to Bandcamp, and I consider it my main platform. That's why if you go to rickysummer.com, it just redirects to Bandcamp. There's a link to Bandcamp and a whole bunch of other places you can find my music in the description of every video I upload. It's under the Where to Find My Music section. Just down there. But if you've never been there before, it includes all my major releases, EPs, singles, but it also has an album of all the stuff that I write and produce just for YouTube videos, like the Temtem synthwave battle music, or the Toss a Coin to Your Witcher cover, or the Jedi Fallen Order song, all that stuff. The stuff that I can't put on Spotify for copyright reasons, or maybe they include samples from games or whatnot. Stuff I can't reasonably charge for is just available for free. Right up on there. So if you want to grab that for any reason, you're more than welcome to do so. So check that out. Link in the description. As always, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, whatever, Google Play Music. I don't use these services, so I don't know much about them. But it doesn't cost me anything doesn't cost me extra to put them up on there, so they're all there as well. I'm most interested in Spotify because it seems to be what people like to use. People like to stream. I know it's convenient. I use Spotify myself because I teach music. I teach vocals, keys, guitar, songwriting, if the muse descends, and it's just the easiest way to pull up a song quickly. So yeah, up on Spotify, and that might prompt the question, hey, yo, Rick, how do you get your stuff up on Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff? I remember not too long ago, it seemed like black magic to me. It's like, if you're up on Spotify, it's like you're a real musician. It's not that hard. You just need to find a digital distribution service. You pay a small fee and they get you up on all those services. So I personally use DistroKid. Look, it's a pretty good deal. You have a decent amount of options. It's $19.99 a year. That's it. for one band. I think I'm managing 2 though, so I'm paying the $35.99 because I've got my old stuff, the Ricardo Estate, like blues rock sort of stuff, and the newer Ricky Summer stuff. But yeah, if you're just managing one artist, band, whatever, it's pretty good. It's $20. I believe that's US, but $20 a year, which is fantastic. And then they will look after your income, as small as it may be, from Spotify, and then you can withdraw it from them to your bank account or whatever. So that's who I use, and it really is just simple as setting up an account with them, choosing which package you want to go with, and then you upload your tracks. And there's a certain amount of time that it takes to get them processed and approved and up on Spotify and whatnot, but normally it doesn't take too long. I think from what I've heard, DistroKid is one of the faster services, which is great. So if you're interested in getting your stuff up on Spotify, I mean, all the mixing, mastering stuff aside, which we have talked about in previous videos, really all you have to do is go with a service like CD Baby or DistroKid, and you upload your tracks, you set in the names and where you want them to be uploaded to, and you're good to go. That's all it takes. Oh, it's a thing, dude. It's a whole thing. There's a lot of little things to worry about when you're releasing something. On the whole, it's not a big deal, but it's just all these little things, distribution, the art, marketing. Marketing's this whole other thing that I need to get onto that right away. And then, that's on top of actually writing the tracks, mixing, mastering. It's a whole freaking thing, especially if you're doing it alone. Oh, buddy, like if you got a band and everyone pulls their weight, that's great. it helps to have help. But, I like to be self-sufficient and I like to do things on my own. That's just my personality. It's a little bit of a harrowing experience, and then it releases and then you're good. Then you can start work on the next thing. You can be a musician again. You can be a producer, songwriter, whatever you want to call yourself. All right, guys. So, short one this week. Not a whole lot to demonstrate. Distribution. New release date. 20th of July. I remind you that you can shimmy on down to the description of this video and you will find a link that will allow you to pre-save the album, the EP, on Spotify, so you will be notified when it goes live. You know what? I'm glad, on the whole, I am glad that this happened, that Cyberpunk was delayed, selfishly for my own, release of the EP. I'm glad it's coming out early because it is done and it's ready and it needs to get out there. It's like itching, it's burning a hole in my psyche. It needs to get out there. I need people to hear it, and then I can start work on the next thing. Oh, one last thing. Charlie Lloyd had this absolutely fantastic idea. Would you guys at all be interested in sending me your tracks and having me kind of looking over them in future videos as like a little segment in these Music Mondays? That might be fun. I think at the very least it's getting more eyes on your tracks and you get some feedback. It's good to have feedback. I often send my tracks to Kluger and Stevens just to have a listen to, get a second opinion, or anyone else who'll listen. So yeah, have a think about that. Let me know if you would like to do that. We'll probably handle it through Discord. So shimmy on into the Discord. There's a link to that in the description of every video. And we can sort that out from there. We'll organize it for them. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to gently caress that like button as it starts to rain very heavily. Be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Ricky Summer, out.